Welcome to Hot Properties. Today we're going to dive into the exciting world of real estate with Copperleaf Properties. Get ready to meet some of the agents behind the scenes. Plus, stay tuned as we unveil the hot property of the week.
Born and raised actually here in Tala. Graduated in '04 from Edwall. But I was actually born in Germany. My dad was in the Air Force, so I was actually born there, and so I actually got to live in Germany. I lived in Florida, Georgia. I think it was around 5th grade, maybe. I think moved back to Alabama, so where my dad was born, and been here since then. So when I graduated, I actually didn't know what I wanted to do for the first year or two. I just went to college. I went to Gadsden State, just taking classes and stuff until I figured out what I thought I wanted. So I actually got into nursing school. Thought that's what I was wanting to do. I went to nursing school. I went for about a year and a half, and I actually had my first son. So I was kind of having a full-time job, had my oldest, and doing this nursing school. Man, it was tough. So I had decided to stop doing that and actually got into sales. And that's where I started with sales. I started in a retail store. So the last 16 years I've been in sales. So awesome. The nursing degree didn't work out, but so I think I was in the car business for 4 years. I was getting a little bit burned out on that. I mean, I actually wanted to be in real estate. I think I talked to Randy, because he was one of the managers there at Chevrolet at one point. But I've been wanting to do real estate for a long time, but I kind of doubted myself, or I didn't know if I can really do it. It just seemed, I made it tougher than what it really was. But when I finally got burned out and decided, I wanted to make a change and actually want to see, if I can do it, I just jumped into it. Yeah, so I knew Randy, and so I reached out to Randy and let him know, hey, I was in the middle of taking the test and everything, and that at some point I would be taking the state test. And I reached out to him and said, hey, you know any brokers that are willing to take me? And he said he would love to have me. And so really that's what I wanted him to say. So that's kind of me knowing him at Chevrolet, and I think he ended up selling my house as well. So we had a relationship out of Chevrolet. So that's how it got me here at Copperleaf Properties. Yeah, absolutely. Wow. I mean, it does feel like a family. But yeah, they give me the freedom. I mean, I feel real estate has made me feel free. But at the same time, they're always there. So, if I need to make a phone call at 10 o'clock at night, I know Randy's going to answer the phone, or Julie. But yeah, they've encouraged me since day one. When I left the car, I was actually going to start doing this only part-time while I still sold cars until I got the hang of it. But I decided to actually just go ahead and jump full-time into it. And I remember when Julie told me that, she said she was proud of me for doing it. And the whole team here has always encouraged me since day one and pushed me. So it's a great motivation.
Are you ready to build the future of your dreams? Are you not quite sure where to start? There's no time like the present. Let us help you bring your vision to life with an Exchange Bank construction loan. One of our dedicated lenders will be with you every step of the way, making your dream home a reality. Speak to one of our experienced local lenders today to get started. Exchange Bank. Let's build together.
Transform your backyard into a paradise with Covenant Pools, your go-to pool store. Stop by and explore our range of high-quality pools, spas, outdoor patio furniture, and kitchen sets to create the perfect backyard oasis. Ensure crystal clear water with our premium chemicals designed for effective treatment and maintenance. You can count on us for all your repair needs. Take the hassle out of pool care with our reliable weekly maintenance service. Your pool and spa are in capable hands. Live your best pool life with Covenant Pools and Spas.
Cyberton Fence Sales is a family-owned company with over 55 years of experience in handling fencing needs locally and throughout the Southeast. We are a licensed general contractor for the state of Alabama, which allows us to bid and complete residential and commercial fencing. Cyberton Fence not only takes pride in the exceptional work we do, but also in our employees, who have a combined 150 years of installation experience. Call Cyberton Fence for all your fencing needs.
I grew up close to Knocklittle Falls. Spent half my life there, and the other half in Southside, and that's where I still reside, in Southside. And I went to Gadsden State, and then after I went to Gadsden, I did not graduate, but after I went, there for a little while, I started working. And just, I've been working since I was 16 years old, so I've just worked my whole life. So I as a young person, you think, I don't need college. I'm just going to go on and start working, and that's what I did. If I could change that, I would, but that's what I did. Well, actually, after I did decorating, I took a real estate course at Gadsden State. I went through the course and I was ready to take it. Then I realized how expensive it was. The dues and fees were very expensive, and I was single at the time, and so I decided, just not to go forward with it at that time. I kind of got scared and backed out and didn't do it, but I always had it, in the back of my mind. I loved it. I wanted to do that. So I went on in, marketing and sales, and then got married, and we owned a dental lab. So it kind of went into, a little bit different field. But we had our own business for many years, and then opened one in Birmingham, and came back ownership of business and employees and things like that. So like I said, going through all the different jobs that I had, I feel like it prepared me for this. Then kind of took a turn about 9 years ago, and we owned our own business, and it started slowing down, and I knew it was time to do something else. So I left our family business that we had, and actually decided to go back into real estate. I didn't do anything for a while. I just took a little bit of time off, and I said, I need to do something. I don't know what I'm going to do at 48 years old. So I decided not to go back to school. I said, I have done real estate, the classes before, and I think I just want to try that. And I did, and absolutely loved it. So actually this month is 8 years in real estate for me.
Really?
Yes. Actually, I had met through work experience when I worked at the bank. I met Randy. I was young, and met his wife Julie. Then we actually went to church together, and they actually, after I had my first child, who's now 26 years old, they kept her in the nursery. So I developed a relationship with Randy and Julie. And Julie was a realtor, and when I decided to get into real estate, somebody told me that Julie had opened her own office, which was Copperleaf, and she was here by herself. She had a class, a real estate class, and I contacted her and said, I'd like to come to your class. She said, well, we've already started. And she said, but if I'll let you in if you'll come to work for me. I said, absolutely. So there was only 2 places I would have gone to work, and this was one of them. And when she asked me, it just felt right. And we all have a story. That's one reason. Julie just kind of, we just kind of meshed very well, all of us that started together. We were all, struggling in our own ways, but she wanted to take new agents. She wanted to train them from the ground up, and she really didn't want to start with already experienced agents. She had been in real estate for already 15 years, and she wanted to train her own up. And honestly, everybody that has worked for Julie has been successful in real estate. Go with an agency where you feel comfortable, that your personalities match with and your standards match with, the broker. Have somebody that will put you under their wing and teach you, because I know a lot of companies, people go to work for them and they don't know what they're doing. They need somebody to mentor them and to teach them. And Julie and Randy are excellent with that. They have really, taught us a lot. We're able to help each other. And I don't think I would have been as successful if, she didn't pour into me her knowledge. And we try to encourage young agents and just help build them up, and encourage them to keep going and not to give up, because that's one thing younger realtors do. If they don't see immediate success, they wind up getting out within 2 years. So we try to encourage them and guide them, what to do. But I would say get with an agency that they will pour into you, their knowledge, because that's going to determine your outcome over, in your career, if you're going to stick with it. And like I said, everybody that has come through Copperleaf, they might not be here now, but every one of them are very successful.
Absolutely.
Welcome to Hot Properties. Today we're going to dive into the exciting world of real estate with Copperleaf Properties.
And I did, and absolutely loved it. So actually this month is 8 years now.
For the last 16 years, I've been in sales.
One that persuaded her into starting Copperleaf.
That's awesome.
Yeah, she and I've been working in the Etowah County area now as a realtor since 2002.
Driving on my best. Hey, welcome to Hot Properties, where we feature the hot properties of the week. Today I am visiting with Copperleaf Properties, Kathy Johnson, and she is going to tell us what is the hot property of the week. So Kathy, tell us about this property.
Thank you, Courtney. This is 12932 Gallant Road.
Where is Gallant Road located?
It is a beautiful place. It is in between Atala and the interstate in Asheville. It's just a very private area that I love, but it's convenient to both locations. You're a little bit in the country, but yes, convenient to everything, around you.
Wow, this looks like just a beautiful, peaceful property.
It is. This is the scene right here. This is what the view is all about. The mountains behind you. I believe that's Blunt Mountain, I believe.
Wow.
And that is Gallant Road now. And there's a lot of large farms around this, and this is on 3 acres.
That's what I was going to ask. It looks very spacious.
It is, and Courtney, this has been totally remodeled down to the dirt. And those are some of the new gas logs just put in. They're so pretty.
They are so pretty.
Yes, there's 2 fireplaces in this, which is very unique and a very open concept right there.
It is. I love that kitchen. That was absolutely beautiful. So
Yes,
2
it is.
fireplaces.
Yes, this is kind of like a hearth room when you walk in, real pretty. Or you could do a little dining room area. The kitchen has got custom soft close cabinets in it.
Oh,
All
those
new
are nice.
appliances, stainless steel.
That's beautiful. And this is one of the bathrooms?
Yes, this is the bathroom right off the hall.
All right. How many bedrooms is this home?
It is a 3-bedroom, 2-bath, and the bedrooms are very spacious, as you'll see, and beautiful barn doors
Yes.
there on the closets, and those are in all the bedrooms like that.
I love that. It's those special details, isn't
Yes, it is. Those are the things that make it pop.
Absolutely.
Little pops here and there. But it's very clean, so you can go with any color schemes, or if you like more browns or neutrals, or or bright colors, you can go with anything in this home. It is waiting for somebody just to put their special touches on it.
Absolutely. It's ready to be lived in.
Yes, absolutely.
Yes.
Absolutely.
And I love how they bring a little piece of that beautiful outdoor indoor with that barn door.
Yes.
Oh, look at
and
this bathroom.
This is the master bedroom, and that is the master bath there.
An ensuite. Those are so
Yes.
nice to have a private bathroom.
Yes, and I love the double vanities. Of course, these are soft close also.
That's so nice. And what a lovely walk-in shower that it has as well.
Yes, it is beautiful. And then there's your closet there.
Nice.
I love the shower, the enclosure.
Yes. Oh, and again, look at that beautiful property. Yes. So if you want to make this house your home and enjoy that beautiful property on a beautiful setting, don't wait another moment. Call Kathy Johnson today, Copperleaf Properties. Transform your backyard into a paradise with Covenant Pools, your go-to pool store. Stop by and explore our range of high-quality pools, spas, outdoor patio furniture, and kitchen sets to create the perfect backyard oasis. Ensure crystal clear water with our premium chemicals designed for effective treatment and maintenance. You can count on us for all your repair needs. Take the hassle out of pool care with our reliable weekly maintenance service. Your pool and spa are in capable hands. Live your best pool life with Covenant Pools and Spas.
Buying or selling real estate is one of the most important financial transactions in life. It's important to make sure you have solid legal representation to assure the process is handled and recorded correctly. Whether you are a first-time home buyer, an experienced seller, an expert lender, or a national developer, Waldrop Law Firm will ensure that your real estate transactions are accurate and on time.
No representation is made that the quality of the legal services to be performed is greater than the quality of legal services performed by other lawyers.
Welcome to Don's Paint and More, your local paint and flooring experts. Explore Benjamin Moore Paint, where color meets innovation. From trendy hues to timeless classics, find a palette that suits your style. We offer the best in hardwood flooring, carpet, and customized window treatments. Your dream space starts here. As your neighborhood hardware store, we pride ourselves on offering quality products with unmatched convenience. Explore our range of top-notch lawn products and tools, proudly featuring brands like Steel and Exmark. From hardware to lumber, we have all your home care needs covered.
Cyberton Fence Sales is a family-owned company with over 55 years of experience in handling fencing needs locally and throughout the Southeast. We are a licensed general contractor for the state of Alabama, which allows us to bid and complete residential and commercial fencing. Cyberton Fence not only takes pride in the exceptional work we do, but also in our employees, who have a combined 150 years of installation experience. Call Cyberton Fence for all your fencing needs.
Are you ready to build the future of your dreams? Are you not quite sure where to start? There's no time like the present. Let us help you bring your vision to life with an Exchange Bank construction loan. One of our dedicated lenders will be with you every step of the way, making your dream home a reality. Speak to one of our experienced local lenders today to get started. Exchange Bank. Let's build together.
I'm Randy Smith, and I'm the associate broker here at Copperleaf Properties. I was born and raised 3 blocks from here, right down this road right here.
Really?
Yeah, my mom and dad lived there until 2 years ago. Moved there in 1971. I'm right here in Rainbow City. Graduated from Westminster Christian School in 1981. Well, I used to ride my bike up down these streets. This was a little 3-room house that we're sitting in right now. There was none of this traffic going by that we get. Tons of traffic on this road now. It just has all changed. We ride our bikes everywhere now. You don't even see kids ride bikes anymore. Well, I can't tell you where I'd be today because I was wild even though I had that in that back in those days.
I got you.
You know, we were required 30 minutes a day to go to a Bible class. So I learned the Bible. You know, after 6 years of 30 minutes every day of getting the Bible, you learn the Bible. You know, and I was raised in a family that went to church too. So, but I was wild in high school, and if it hadn't been for that influence, there's no telling where I'd be. Again, I don't know where I'd be today if it wasn't for that relationship. I don't know, you know, where I would have turned in the wrong direction. And we both do. And of course, we've been through a lot of experience over our lifetime. But we trust Him now more than ever.
That's right.
Just going through all of the trials and tribulations. We've been married for 42 years. That's not an easy thing, but it's a wonderful, wonderful thing.
Oh, absolutely.
I got out of high school, I was laying carpet and putting down tile.
That's work.
It was work. But I didn't, like I said, I didn't go to college. You know, I actually started work 2 weeks before I graduated from high school. So I didn't go to the beach in Panama City and all that good stuff either.
You went to work.
Well, and I was the new guy too, so they would take me and drop me off in the middle of Holt's Bluff or something in a new house that had no air conditioning, had no heat, no anything. They'd drop me off and I'd put down padding and tack strips and all that kind of stuff all day long. And I'd take my lunch. I would eat 2 or 3 cans of Vienna sausage and a roll of crackers. And that's what I would eat. When I go.
And that was your meal.
That was it. I went to work at Goodyear when I was, I worked in my dad's business 2 different times, but in between I worked at Goodyear. And I worked there for about 6 years. Out of 6 years, they laid me off 3 times. One of them, we went to Tennessee, spent 1.5 years up there at one of those plants, and came back just to have work. Of course, we were married and had 2 small kids. I had to work. I didn't have any choice. Yeah, Julie and I wanted to, of course, we didn't have a lot of money. So we wanted to take our kids to Disney World. And there was a bonus for selling 25 cars in 1 month at Plot 40. Never been done before. I was the first.
Wow.
And I did it, and we took that money and took our kids to Disney World.
That's awesome. That's a testament right there.
Yeah.
How did you do it? What was it about that month that kind of set you on fire, so to speak?
You wouldn't believe it if I told you. Because
I've seen some crazy stuff in sales.
Because the guy that hired in the same day with me was good just like I was. He got taught by the same guy, and he's fantastic too. Listen, there'd be elbows. I mean, we'd be pushing each other down, getting out the door, trying to get to ups. And I remember one day we were having a meeting down there, and we started out the side door, and I threw an elbow, and he hit the floor, and I got it, and I caught the up. Yeah. And then as I was coming back to the meeting, another lady pulled up, and I sold that one. Another lady pulled up. I caught her and sold her. And then the lady across the street from where we lived called me and said, "Hey, my car's broken. I need a new car. Just bring me a Buick out here and show it to her." I took it out there too, and I said, "That's 3 cars in a day." That was That was $100 bonus too.
Man, 3 in a day.
3 in a day. I just caught on. I just caught on it, and treating people right.
That's right.
And being honest with them, and I think that it just makes a big difference. If people feel comfortable with you, then they're going to do business with you. In 2017, and she had started the company in 2015. So this was a couple of years after she had started the company.
Gotcha.
2.5 years after.
So when did y'all have that conversation?
Well, we had the conversation. The one thing we're concerned about is we live together. We do everything together. She's my best friend. I mean, we do everything together.
Yeah.
So to work together and spend all of our other time together, we were concerned that it might be too much.
That's right.
So I was getting recruited by Farmers Insurance. And we went up there and met with them several times. I mean, they offered me it was a pretty good deal. And, in the end, we sat down and thought, you know what? I think we can do this. I think we can build something here, the 2 of us. So we opened up a branch office in Center, and I went over there and became a broker there. And we just went to work. I got paid very well in the car business. I left there with no salary, no anything. I just jumped over here and I had to sell something. And I just went to visiting everybody I know. I got in my car, and the car dealerships was the first place I went because I knew all of them.
All the employees.
All the employees. So I was going through there and I was talking to all of them. I was giving them cards. I was doing everything. And one of the guys that worked for me called me and said, "Hey, I got a house to sell." I sold it it was like a 70.
So he let you list
it? $70,000 or $80,000 house. So that was my first one. Then I got another one. I can't remember what it was, but the third one was one of the other managers decided he was going to sell his house. And it was a $600,000 house on the water. So I listed it and I sold it. Wow. Yeah, I mean, I think after that first year, I think we felt comfortable where we were and what we had done so far. We put a lot of things in place. We had other people that were working for us that were contributing. And I think after about a year, that was probably when we determined, hey, yeah, this is good. We're going to continue to grow.
And you just mentioned, some of your people you had in place, and I asked Julie this question. I'm going to ask you the same. What are you looking for if someone comes in here wanting to work with you guys and be a part of the team?
Well, we're very picky. Some people might take those as bad things. Not really. But what we don't want to do, I've managed enough people over the years. When I was at Hyundai, I had 50 employees. So it only takes, one or two, that can influence somebody else, and that can, influence your entire organization. So we're kind of careful as to who we invite into this family atmosphere of ours, because we want everybody to get. We don't have a lot of drama. Everybody's going to have some drama.
Yeah,
we don't have a lot of drama.
That's right.
At all. We really
the
don't.
last thing you want at the workplace.
That's right.
You know what I mean? But when you guys do make that right selection and you see these people get here, and you guys have attested to this, it can be life-changing for some of them. How awesome is that, being on this side of it?
Man,
seeing it.
Right now, I've got one guy that's been here 2 years. It's a thrill for me to watch what he does every day. It's a thrill for me to see what he's done, because he did the same thing. He kind of just jumped in. You've already interviewed him, Will, but he jumped in. He jumped out of the car business and jumped right in this without anything. And this is a single dad of four kids. And
wow, that's right.
We had some serious talks about it before he did it. And I actually encouraged him, you might want to wait a little while. He finally said, I just think I can do it. I said, well, this is what you're going to have to do. And that's exactly what he did.
That's amazing.
And so his life has changed, and it's changed forever. I'm sure Julie went over this, but everybody that works here, with the exception of one, had never sold a house before they got here.
That's incredible.
Okay, so were trained right here, and there's some of them that aren't even here. There's some of them that's got their own brokerages now that were trained right here that had never sold a house before they got here.
That's even more incredible.
And so, we think it's important to, obviously we want everybody to stay, but it's also important to make sure that people are moving forward, right?
Yeah. In life.
In life, yeah.
In
life.
From a satisfaction standpoint, how does that make you feel inside when you put that person in the right home at the right time?
But that's why we do it. That's the whole reason that we do this, is that's self-gratification, to see someone who actually gets to a place where they've improved themselves. Or that first-time buyer that's been renting for years, and all of a sudden they're a homeowner.
It's crazy.
And the smile, you can't replace that.
That's right.
You can't replace it. And like I said, it's just those are relationships. So here's a perfect example. This girl and her husband works a lot, works in Birmingham. She doesn't work. At this point, they had one child, one baby. We went all over the place looking at houses. I mean, we went all over the place. We spent 3 or 4 months together, just going from place to place to place. Finally found her a place, and her and her husband a place, and they were able to buy it. It's the very first home they've ever bought. And then about 2 years later, they called me and said, hey, we want to sell it. So then I went over to list their house, and then I sold them another house. So they went from this little 3-bedroom, 1-bath house to a 4-bedroom, 2-bath house. And she now got 2 kids and 1 on the way. But when the second one was born, she sent me a picture of it the same day it was born.
Wow.
Okay, so,
that's wild.
Yeah. So
that's awesome.
Yeah. So having those kind of relationships like Julie talked about, with our God, children, that, we've been able to experience that with them, those relationships, they're the most rewarding part of this.
If they're looking to buy, what is it about Copperleaf, in your words, that separates itself?
Yeah, so one thing is you're going to get honesty, you're going to get integrity, and you're going to get consistency. So I've got a team here of 3 or 4 agents that they work by themselves, but they also work with me on some things. And the one thing that I teach them is to be consistent and do things the same way over and over. So that's one thing you're going to see. From one agent to, and you're going to see that even within our core group of realtors, that most all of them do things the same exact way. And so you're going to get that consistency, where in other places, you're not going to get that at all.
That's right.